Hello, and on today, we will be taking a look at something new. Yes, it looks like, wow, there's a new Thomas turbo speed engine. 2 times faster. Wow, that's an interesting looking Thomas. But we're going to be looking at a new set. This is going to be the Turbo Jungle set, Trackmaster, okay? This set is going to feature a super fast Thomas, and it's going to feature tracks, colorful tracks, that are an indication of some of the adventures that Thomas will be going on in his next adventure, the Big World, Big Adventures. And there it is. This is going to be our first look at any of the sets for this new movie special. Okay, it's going to feature this Turbo Thomas, and it is going to feature the turbo tracks to go along with it. Okay, these tracks are supposed to make this Thomas go faster. Okay, so all the questions, hopefully we will be able to answer in this review of this set. So we will get it out of the box, unbox it, and let you take a look at the Turbo Jungle set in action and the new Turbo Speed Thomas in action. How about that? Okay? Okay, earlier I said this was the first set, but actually it's the second set because we already showed you the Boat and Sea set. This is also from the Big World Adventures movie, okay? But let's talk about the synopsis for the Turbo Jungle set. It says Turbo Thomas can move twice as fast as standard Trackmaster engines, and he'll need that speed to escape the jungle. He'll even launch off the tracks and soar through the air into a temple. Plus, booster tracks lets kids control his speed. With the flip of a switch, they can send him racing faster in turbo mode and slow him back down. Okay? Faster in turbo mode and slow back down. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Also, let's take a quick look at the colorful instructions that they send you. With this set, it gives you all of the pieces of the set, of course, how to place the labels, and take your time. You'll probably do a better job than I did. All right, and it also tells you helpful hints. But inside it tells you how to put, of course, the battery in the engine, how to configure the track parts and pieces as they go and snap together. And the one snap one is indicated with a star, meaning you can snap it once and it's stuck. All right, here's the track layout in the instructions. Tells you how to set up before you play, and also how to play with the set and how to get Thomas to do the different stunts and activities that are included. All right, so now let's take a look at Thomas. Okay. So now let's take a look at this Thomas. All right, this is the Thomas that we have been seeing for a while. Now you get to see him in action. But look at him. He has a little like glass, look like maybe glass goggles or glass covering to cover his eyes. Freckles or sweat or dirt or something on his face right there, if you can see it. That's this little light. Look at the molding on his side. All right, the detailed molding looks pretty interesting. Okay, so this Thomas we did see in the trailer, so he will actually be in the movie, or it'll be some type of a flashback or some type of a dream or a fantasy thing, very similar to how the streamlined Thomas was in the Great Race. Okay, maybe. Okay, don't know, but anyway, this is what it looks like. A lot of detail on top. And this, of course, functionality-wise, is a turbo speed Thomas that's supposed to go twice as fast in some kind of way. All right, so when we take it apart, which we're going to do, and let me see, I already took it apart once, put some batteries in it, so it uses the same AA batteries, or AAA batteries, just 2 of them, I should say, and as the other ones. So that's pretty cool. All right, but look at the chassis. The chassis looks a little bigger. Reminds you of like a real steam Thomas almost, with this button on the top and the extended part up here to do whatever the turbo does. Now, of note, 2 things of note. One, the coupling on the back is like a hard molded in piece of the body coupling. It's not a dangling one. Okay, that's one thing. 2 things of note is they got these little levers on here. You can see these levers on the bottom. So what happens with those, I'm pretty sure some kind of way they interact with the track. Okay, so let's take a look at the track. These turbo booster track parts, I should say. Okay, so this track has some kind of thing that turns it into turbo mode. So yellow is normal mode and green is turbo mode. Okay, and you control that switch by hitting the lever here on the side. Okay, looks like it will work either way too, but for our purposes we're going to set it up just like they tell you in the instructions, and put the lever on the outside part of the track, or that would be to the left in the direction that the train is going. Okay, we'll see it, try it the other way, see if it works both ways, and it should, but you know, we'll see. Okay, I wonder what happens if you put it in the middle too, like that. Who knows? We'll see. All right, but Thomas looks pretty cool. Now, some people are going to be asking some questions about, does this work with normal trains? The track itself will work with normal trains, but they most likely will not go into turbo mode like the turbo one will. All right, otherwise why would they have a special engine, right? Okay, so we'll test it out with normal trains and we'll test it out with the turbos to see what the difference is. Okay, so let me put the track back together and take a brief tour of the layout before we get started. Okay, I'm gonna put the levers in normal mode for right now. Palm trees. Okay, so your setup before you start. Let's see how this is gonna go. All right, before you start, okay, I got the turbo modes in on yellow for normal speed. They're both set up there. So the layout, the initial layout goes like a long track this way with the 2 turbos both on that track. Then you hit the mud bank back there, the green mud bank, come around, and then there's this other piece of the track too. It's interesting. People are like, well, what is that? This is actually a launcher. So this part, you have to set that yourself and you push that back prior to starting your run, okay? That has to be put there and it'll stay in place, and I guess it's gonna give them an extra boost up here. And this is the tempo part of the track where the train goes either on the top, as you can see, that's the top part, and it loops back around and starts again, or it goes in the bottom part and it loops back a different way and goes back in, but then they can start the run again. But what's interesting is when it does the run going downward, it does not hit the first booster track. So obviously you only need one, I'm thinking you only need one booster track in order for it to boost up at a time, I guess, or to make the run into the tempo. All right, so we're going to test that out, right? Okay, and let's do first, so that we clear up any questions, let's do a normal run with the track with just the Turbo Thomas in normal speed. Okay, I hit the button to turn him on. I'm putting him on the track, and now he's running. He's running. He's running. He's running. He's running. Okay, so that launcher works whether he's in normal mode or not. Okay? And there he's running around the second time without the launcher. He goes down and around. Okay? And then he completes that loop that way. That's normal speed. No different with any other engine. Alright, it just so happens we happen to have another engine, unaltered diesel 10. We're going to put him on the track and let him do the same run as the Turbo Thomas. See what he does. Okay, he goes around that mud bank. Goes there. He goes. So normal track master trains, normal track master run. Okay, let's put the launcher on diesel 10 and see what happens. Alright, look at that. Okay. So your normal trains can get boosted by the launcher, okay? Irrelevant of the turbo speed. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so now let's see what the difference is when we enact the turbo track. All right, turbo mode for that train. Didn't look like any different to me. Definitely not that different for diesel 10. Let's see what it does the second time. Let's see. Oh, there, it's going quicker. Oh, okay. So it speeds it up for a short period of time. It gives it a boost. Alright, but then it's only for a piece of the track. I see. Okay, so now what we're going to do here, we haven't done, oh look, it overran that part. Overran diesel 10. Because he was on booster and diesel 10 wasn't. Alright, so we're going to interact the other booster track up here. Alright. Let's see. Right there. So then that one didn't do anything. Second one did. Let me get this like this. Push this launcher back. Alright, so there he is. There he is. Oh, speed up. Look at that. So in other words, those booster tracks make him go fast, and the reason they're at a different length here and here is because they work together to make him go fast for a longer period of time. Alright? Look at that. Alright, so diesel gonna have to go in the background. And we'll try this again. He gets launched. He goes fast. He gets launched and launched. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, so tell us what you guys think of the booster turbo speed Thomas. It'll be interesting to see this when the turbo speed Percy and the regular diesel come out. Okay. So that is the Turbo Thomas and the Turbo Jungle set. Comes with nice colorful directions, easy to read. It works with regular Trackmaster trains. We'll have to try some other ones, like maybe with a tender, to see if it works with a tender. Or how about we attach some cargo to Thomas and see how it works with some troublesome trucks. All right, we'll try that next. Okay.